Are you here for some more Vestiaire Collective tea? Hi and very welcome! My name is Mary, this is my channel Lumi Level Up and I'm a luxury lover on an average income trying to be more mindful with my money. If you're watching this video, I bet you have seen that video because, well, in terms of my small channel size, it quite blew up. I even was invited to a live with the fabulous Super Jacob. In case you missed it, I will link his video, our little interview for you as well. And the ones that have seen the interview with Super Jacob, they might have some more insights because already when I talked to Jacob, I knew that Vestiaire Collective would want to talk to me on the phone. Some of you might have seen that they left a comment on my initial video in which they were very apologetic and already said to me that they would want to reach out to me, and indeed, when I checked my emails after reading that comment, they already had reached out to me on my private email address, which I was not too sure about at first if I'm that happy about it, because I do have a YouTube email address, and the fact that a company that I did speak up about makes the connection from my YouTube hobby to my private email address was a little bit scary to me at first. I have to admit here as well that this offer for a call got me super nervous. Like super nervous. You have to know here that I'm an introvert. I hate talking on the phone. In my private life as well, I try to avoid it whenever I can, which surprised me quite a lot how well I have been able to do the telephone interview with Jacob, because introvert here. The interview with him was in English, which is not my native language, but he was so lovely that I was not even that nervous at all. But getting carried away, we're not here to talk about that video, we're here to talk about the call that took place today. So, it's Monday of that call and I'm filming this video for you to keep you updated because I know that many of you want to know how's the story going on, what was the call about, what wanted Vestiaire Collective to talk about, because I was super nervous beforehand. I was worried that they might try to make me take down the video, that they might try to bribe me, maybe even threaten me, but turns out that probably it's a me problem and probably I'm just watching way too many thriller movies because it was a pleasant call. I was so nervous beforehand and I was going crazy inside because I didn't know what to expect. They seemed very friendly in their comment and in their emails to reach out to me, but I was suspicious if they actually would only want to talk about what they can improve and apologize. Obviously, I tried to take the chance to ask some more critical questions as well when I have the chance. Here I have to note that unfortunately I'm not a journalist. I'm not an interview person that is very skilled in asking the right questions and making a person say something that the person might not want to say or should not say. I think if Jacob would have had that interview, he would have done a way better job than me because he's good in asking the juicy questions, and I'm happy that I even was able to do the call at all without shitting my pants. Actually, I did take quite some notes, and as I told you, I tried to ask some more juicy questions during that call as well. It was a lady I was talking to, and she started to ask if it would be okay for me if they record the call for training purposes. I said I'm fine with that, and if I may record it myself as well, because you have to know here that in Germany it is absolutely illegal to record a phone conversation without the other person knowing and without consent. She just wanted to know what I want to do with that recording. When I told her that I would just use it as a backup for my memory to prepare a video to possibly share with my community, she was quite fine with it and said she would ask with their technical team if they could even give me their recording. So obviously, I did not record myself, I did take notes, and I might even get the original initial recording of that call, but we did not really speak about that critical topics that I think I would need that recording to have it all in my memory. I think I took notes of everything that was important to me, and I probably think that's enough. Well, we will see. When I get that recording and I noticed that I did not write down something that is important or interesting to you, I might put that in a little short the following days. But since everything we talked about is still so fresh in my mind, I just thought I'll sit down and talk you through everything we have talked about, just to be legally safe. Yet again, it's all just alleged. I'm not sure if it's necessary to say it in this case. Let's put it that way. I'm sharing what we talked about from my memories and my notes, but I'm actually quite sure that Vestiaire won't be mad about the things that I do share, because that lady, she did a great job. Vestiaire Collective, if you see this, give that lady a pay rise. She did incredible. No matter what I asked, she had an answer to my questions, and all of her answers were very in the favor of Vestiaire. Even the more critical questions, she had an answer for it. She thanked me a lot for my time. She apologized several times and let me know how sorry she is for that whole incident, and that she's understanding how terrible it must have felt for me, that they actually want to improve. That's why this call is taking place, that they actually do value my feedback and want to know how they can get better. She asked if I have any questions, and my first question was, how and why did this happen? She said that it mainly has been miscommunication, that she's very sorry it went that way, but that when I sent in the brooch for a second check, that it actually got repaired at Vestiaire Collective. And when it was repaired, it was in very good condition again, and that's why they put it on my profile as very good condition. That she agrees that it should have been communicated and that they should have let me know that they repaired it, and that's why they handled the situation like this, which unfortunately did not happen. That it was just that automatic response email that the item got on my profile. So yeah, sorry for the miscommunication. She agreed that this was not the right thing to do. Unfortunately, I completely forgot to ask her if they repaired the brooch and it was in very good condition again, why it got listed on the Team Vestiaire Collective account with a picture of a broken brooch, condition good instead of very good, and the description saying the cage no longer fits onto the brooch and plan for repairs. I have to admit though, this is not the way the brooch was broken when I got it, because in my case the CC was broken from the cage, and now it seems like it got even worse because the entire cage broke from the brooch. I guess if I would have asked the lady on the phone, she either would have said, oh, she's sorry, she didn't look into what happened to the brooch after I got my money back, that she just prepared my case, so she doesn't have any information on that, or maybe she would have said that it broke later on and that's why they changed the description, that it's now actually broken. But unfortunately, we did not even talk about that in the call. She said several times that she does understand, that they read through the comments on my video as well, that they will try to investigate as well other cases from other people where there have been issues, that they always do offer a second check if anything has gone wrong, that they're experts on authentication, have a lot of experience and knowledge, and that our call is taking place because they actually want to try to get better and they want to improve and they are so sorry for what happened to me. And then I said, okay, that's all fine and good, but something very similar already happened to me in November of 2022. I'm going to, I think here, link that video from November for you as well. If you have seen the Super Jacob live stream, you might have already heard me talk about that instance, but I am not entirely sure if I have been able to put it in words that make sense, because it came quite spontaneously to my mind to talk about that incident. To sum it up for you real quick, I ordered a bag that was listed as very good condition. The entire backside was scratched and I did not get my money back from Vestiaire. In that case, the lady on the phone then wanted to make sure that I did get my money back in the end. I said yes, but not by Vestiaire, but my payment provider. Then she said she's glad about that, because otherwise she would investigate about that case as well to make sure that I do get my money back. But since I already had my money back, there's not a lot she can do, and that she's sorry she cannot go into more details about that case from November 2022 because she didn't look into that and she didn't prepare that case. She just is well informed about the brooch situation. Then she wanted to know again how they can improve. I said that for me personally, the worst part about that whole experience is that they do relist items when there is a problem with the condition, or doubt about authenticity, that this is the thing that makes it most terrible to me, and that I think many users might be scared to speak up when an item gets listed on their profile. Like in my case, a person asked me for measurements of that brooch and I immediately said, please don't buy it, it's broken, we're still sorting this out. But obviously if I tell someone, please don't buy it, it's broken, no one will buy it. And I think many people are too scared to tell interested people, don't buy it, it's broken, or don't buy it, I think it's fake, because that might be their last chance to get an item sold and get their money back when Vestiaire Collective refused to refund money. So I told her that I think many are scared to speak up. And we kinda, well, I cannot say we agreed, but she summarized that if she got me right, that I would wish for easier returns. I agreed, I think that would make a lot better. And then she asked again what they can do to get my trust back. And I said that actually after everything I've read in the comments of my initial video that my trust got quite damaged, that I'm actually even worried about some of the older purchases I have made in the past, because I have been shopping on Vestiaire Collective since 2017, that after I read all these terrible experiences some people made, I got worried about some of the purchases I made in the past, and I wanted to know how long I would have a chance to get them returned if anything turned out to be inauthentic. She then said there would be no limit at all. If an item is fake, they will refund you your money, but that the condition obviously might differ if you're trying to sell something after many years. And I totally agreed that if I would want to sell a bag that I have bought in 2017 and wore since then, that obviously the condition might be different now, but the condition shouldn't be a problem to list an item. You just have to take good pictures and mention it in the description. She then said if an item turns out to actually be inauthentic, the entire price you had paid on the site will be refunded. Then first juicy question that I asked was, what about the people that did not get a refund? Because I have read several of these experiences in the comments on my video as well. She was very professional. She replied that she cannot speak obviously on all cases that ever happened, and that it always depends on each individual case. They have to look at it. Maybe an item is authentic and the person just thinks it's inauthentic, that they do trust their authentication experts. So if their experts say an item is authentic, that's the opinion they do trust. The only way to prove them wrong is if you actually have the brand themselves say it's inauthentic, which that's quite a tricky thing, because most brands themselves, they don't offer any authentication services. I think the only actual way to work around this is if you would try to get an item repaired at a brand and they then refuse to repair it because they say it's inauthentic. That would be quite a good way to get your authentication, kinda. And the lady said as well that they do not trust any other authentication services. So even if you got a third party involved that did an authentication for you, that this is not valid for them. They do trust their own experts and they cannot just take opinions from each and everyone, because obviously other authentication services are not their business, and how should they know if they are trustworthy? So that's not that easy to prove them that an item is inauthentic, but in case their second check deems an item inauthentic as well, you would get your money back as a buyer as well as a seller. So if you listed an item that you had bought years ago, then you want to sell it on Vestiaire, then their quality control says, oh, that item is inauthentic, and you can prove, well, I bought it from you and then you must have made a mistake several years ago, then you will get your money back as well, and the buyer will be refunded as well, and the article would be destroyed. I really hope I did not rush through it too much. I have to admit as well, I'm kind of exhausted. It was quite a pleasant call. I already started this video by saying that I'm an introvert. I hate talking on the phone, and I had quite a good feeling with that lady. She did not rush. She really did take her time. She was willing to listen to me. She was willing to answer to everything that I did say. She was quite warm and welcoming, and Yet still, I was a little bit nervous and I might have forgotten to ask some things that I would have wanted to ask. I feel quite drained right now, even though I just had a phone call. It was not that terrible. They did not threaten me any legal actions or anything. They did not try to bribe me. They did not ask me to take the video down and anything in that direction. Nothing at all. So I think this Vestiaire tea might be way less spectacular than some of us might have expected it to be, including myself. I was so nervous for that call. I had no idea what to expect, and I did just apologize and ask for things they can do better in the future. So I'm not sure if this is the video you were hoping for, since I know many of you were curious to hear what's that call going to be about. I thought I'll put it out. I'm happy to have you here. I'm happy that this kinda came to a pleasant ending for me, because in the end I got my money back and I spoke my truth and I can keep my video up. Win-win for me, I guess. And that's everything I have for you today. Thank you so much for watching. Hope to see you next time, and bye! What do you think about this hairstyle? I'm not entirely sure. I think I went a little bit wild and crazy. Possibly, and I have to see how it looks on the computer screen. And now that I'm done filming, the sun comes out and the light looks so much nicer than in the beginning of that video. Great, great. Are you here for some more? Should I pop a bottle of champagne now for not getting myself into legal trouble? Maybe.